Throughout this year, we've met some family-owned and operated automotive dealerships. Most of them are still owned by the very family that started them and have had 2, sometimes 3 generations contribute to their success. Now, I don't want to take anything away from the hard work needed to maintain a successful family business, but imagine the pressure and the dedication required to start your very own dealership from scratch and compete in such a competitive industry. Well, today, thanks to Ssang, we're in Rockingham, WA to meet a man that started his own dealership because he was dedicated to provide a buying experience he thought only he could deliver. Nathan Bergmans, the driving force behind Bergmans Auto Group, originally started in the automotive industry as an apprentice mechanic in 1985. He then worked his way through the different departments that make a dealership successful, gaining the experience and knowledge that would motivate him to back his ability and desire to open his very own dealership. Just 3 years ago, Nathan took the plunge and opened the doors to his very first dealership, Rockingham Special Vehicles. Then, just over 12 months later, Ssang Yong, and then Geely, followed close by Isuzu Ute and Proton, today employing over 35 people. Now, Nathan, you're the driving force behind the dealerships and you started as an apprentice mechanic. How do you go from there to here?
Well, look, having started as an apprentice mechanic, I went into used car sales quite quickly after my apprenticeship, and from there went into running the buying department with John Hughes, and that sort of fueled my desire and gave me the basics to actually running a dealership.
Okay, so to go from working at a dealership, all the security and the experience that you would have around you, to actually take the leap and do it yourself, that's a big step.
It is a big step. You have to trust your own ability. Obviously, I had a bit of faith in my own ability. My wife was supportive enough to actually back the decision to come down and do it. Without that, obviously, it makes it very difficult. With the confidence on her behalf too, it was a wonderful thing, and we came down and kicked off.
Now, Nathan, in the city, you can hide any mistakes you do as a growing dealership amongst all of the dealerships that are there. But here in Rockingham, it's more kind of semi-country, so anything you do is going to stand out.
Absolutely, word of mouth spreads quite quick. If you do it right, it makes your job very easy. Down here, we have done it right. We have a lot of referral business, a lot of people bringing their daughters, sons in, buying their first cars from us. So if you do it right in this area, it's a great environment. It does make your job quite easy.
Now, over the last 3 years, I'm guessing there's been a lot of hard times and a lot of mountains, but you must have had some stuff you're proud of as well.
Absolutely. 2 years ago, we took on Ssang Yong, our first franchise, new car franchise that we took on. We made a goal to become #1 in Australia, which we achieved. As a team, it was a great feeling to set a goal, achieve it, and come out on top of the nation. So it was fantastic. Most of all, we have a good group of people that work here with us. That makes a big difference.
Okay, so where from here? What's the future hold?
Look, we don't know what the future holds. Obviously, it's more cars, more sales. We've opened a business called We Buy Any Vehicle, purely to supply our used car departments, because obviously we need more motor vehicles all the time. We are outselling every dealer around here. Probably more new car franchises to come on board. We've got another 2 or 3 lined up, so it'll make the future even brighter.
Now, don't get me wrong, there is definitely a certain level of assurance that comes with dealing with a dealer with years of experience. But if you really want to be treated like an individual, then I suggest you buy from one, especially when they're committed to doing it so much better.